may not be today or tomorrow or next week, but what karma is real. You can keep doing people dirty and being a complete asshole and think God is going to bless you. It may not be today or tomorrow or next week, but what goes around comes back around. And when that come back for you, it'll be tenfold.
As I walk through.
Hey, my truth seekers, how are you doing? Welcome to my live real talk with your girl, Lady D, unapologetic and nine buys. Let me go ahead and load the music down. So, guys, welcome to Real Talk with your girl, Lady D. And all this right here, guys, like I said, this is a lot. I've been up all night, combing through a lot of this stuff that is going on. Hold on, let me get myself together. Combing through a lot of this that's going on. And I'm going to go ahead and put a lot of the stuff that I talk about. I'm going to go ahead and put it in my playlist so you all can see what's going on. And also, we want to say shout out to the reactors. Yes, shout out to the reactors. We want to go ahead and shout them out. You know, he's got some reactors that are very good. You know, they are holding it down 10 toes down. Okay. And this right here, guys, this is a lot. I mean, I was up all night combing through a lot of this stuff. And like I said, one thing about videos, you know, and clips, it does not go anywhere. Whatever you put out there in the atmosphere, is going to come back. So don't get mad with the messenger. I don't want to hear anyone sit there and call me out saying that, oh, she just doing all this for likes and clicks. Yes, I want likes. Yes, I want clicks. But one thing that I would never do, I would never sell my soul. And I could have had so many subscribers, so many likes, but like I said, when I come on, I stand on my truth, you know, and I'm not going to sell my soul, not for money, not for almighty dollars. If I see it, trust me, I'm going to call it out as I see it. And that's real talk. So let me go ahead and do the copyright disclaimer. I had set a thumbnail up. I thought, you know, that it was up. So I guess I must have not. So I'm gonna just go with what I have, okay? My copyright disclaimer is under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowances made for fair use for purposes such as criticism. So don't get mad with the messenger, okay? Comment news reporting. So, like I said, this right here is news reporting. You air it out, you are free game. I mean, this right here, this is a lot, and we're gonna make sure that we comb through every last bit of it got in the right hands, and you bet your dollar, okay? Also, for teaching, scholarship, education, and research, fair use is used permitted. Copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. So I want to go ahead and get that out, guys. And also, let me go ahead and shout out Minister Terry Jones. He said, hello, Real Talk, Lady D. And also on Wednesday nights, Eagle Soaring High, we have our Bible study on his new channel called The Purple Royalty. So make sure you come on 6 o'clock. I think it's around Central, 6 o'clock Central on Wednesdays. Okay. And also, I see Miss Brown is in the house. Okay. Hi, Miss Brown. How are you doing? So, guys, that's coming in and checking the replay or, you know, out there in the bushes, you know, you welcome to come in, you know, but make sure you be respectful because like I said, you know, this right here, this is real and it's not going nowhere. Okay. Like I said, you air it out, you free game, and you cannot sit there and thinking that you can take advantage of God's people. You cannot do that because what goes around come around. And when it come back to you, you might not be able to handle. And one thing that I do know when it comes to karma, honey, karma don't play. And one, it does not forget an address. Okay. So keep that in mind. I had a good thumbnail. I didn't want to use the same one that I had, but oh well, guys. So again, guys, welcome to Real Talk with your girl, Lady D, unapologetic and nine buys. So we're gonna go ahead and get back into all this right here. What you see, I see Ms. Brown say karmatic debt is real. Yes, it is, honey. It is real, and you cannot take advantage of God's people. You cannot do that. You know, you can't, especially when it comes to innocent children. You know, God said there and he say, whatever you have done to the least of my children, you have done it to me, and we cannot do that. And like I said, whatever you reap, you're going to sow. And the sad thing about it, when I was combing through a lot of the videos, which I'm gonna show just a few clips, and also I'm gonna go ahead and put a lot in my playlist. But when I was combing through, what really had gotten me is that how we take advantage of our own people, stepping on our own people back just to sit there and use them. And then you go and you give it to outsiders who I call the kinkerworms, the palmer worms, and the locusts, which is going to end up coming and clean you up dry, because whatever you try to do to God's people is just going to end up turning around on you. Okay. So you cannot do that. So we're going to make sure, and I promise you guys, like I said, when it comes to my platform, I'm not going to sit there and sugarcoat. I'm not going to sit there and try to appease everybody. Like I said, if this is not the channel for you, then you go to a channel that is going to go ahead and accommodate you, because in here we leave no rocks unturned. Okay, this right here, this is real talk. Okay, so like I said, there is saying nobody is mad but the devil. Okay, so we're going to comb through all this stuff that is going on. And also, we're not just going to sit there and just talk the talk, because cheek and tongue will say anything. We're going to find out who are the officials, who are the ones that's over this village, who are the ones that's sitting there and letting all this stuff go, because it's time for the ones that's elected. I don't know how you guys run everything, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to find out that it's time to do a wellness check, because I have been going through so many videos. I got so many videos that been emailed to me. And like I said, it's out there. I don't care how much you try to delete it. You cannot delete it because it's already out there. Trust me, people are watching. And one thing about it, you might think that, oh, what you're doing, you're going to get away with it. You're not going to get away with it. And it's time for these officials to do their job. I don't know who it is, leaders, chiefs, or whoever that is over these villages and stuff like that. But I think that it's time to do a wellness check. It's time to do a wellness check, because the videos that I have been watching, the clips, I mean, it left me with a headache. It left me sick. It left me sick. So we're going to go and we're going to dive in some of this stuff that is going on, because just like the young fella, JT, make sure you go ahead and check out his channel. I don't have his link down, but when he was talking about the donations, because you can go on Social Blade and pretty much you can give a roundabout of how much YouTubers make. Okay, and what Mara had made with his YouTube channel, it could not cover the lifestyle that he had. Okay, and like I said, don't get mad with the messenger. Don't get mad with the messenger. And even though he came on my platform, JT, I'm gonna go ahead and say allegedly, like he said, most of the money that was pouring into those villages was coming through donations. And it was not just to build Mara a mansion. Imagine that. Come on, guys. Imagine that. People sending their hard-earned money to set and build Mara a mansion, which I'm going to show you some of the clips, okay? Because like I said, some of this stuff is under the copyright, so don't get mad with the messenger, okay? But some of those donations was not just to for Mara's lifestyle, it's for to help the rest of the villagers, the other people that was in the villages. That's what it was for. But they was using, and I'm going to say allegedly, they was using Mara as the porter, which means that I guess they was sending the donations, but it was going into his account. And like I said, when it comes to money can easily be traced. So if the money was not going to the right people, it is considered as wire fraud. Okay. So, like I said, just give me a little time and we're going to go ahead and get all this stuff together, and we're going to see who are the officials, who are the chiefs, who are the leaders that allowing all this stuff to go. And we wants to do an audit. So we're going to do an audit because we wants to find out where are those donation money was going. Was just going just to support Maro's lifestyle. Okay. So let me go ahead and, like I said, guys, this right here, this is a lot. I mean, I pretty much got sick off of this stuff, what I had seen. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you some of the clips, and trust me, when it comes to editing, I am very good when it comes to editing. And we're gonna make sure that we have a very nice, beautiful package to these officials, okay? Because, like I said, one thing that you do not do, you do not misuse God's people, especially when it comes to babies, people that are innocent. The Most High God said, whatever, just like I said, whatever you have done to the least of my children, you have done it unto me. And payback, like I said, honey, it is not going to be nice. And the thing about it is that you doing it, and you allowing other people to reap off it, but yet you putting your foot on your own people's neck. Make it make sense. So let me go ahead and show you just a little bit of what I am talking about. Okay. So like I said, if this is not the channel for you, you find a channel that is going to accommodate you, because I'm pretty sure, guys, it got many out there that's been sitting there crying out and sparing not. Okay, crying out but sparing not. But this time we're going to make sure we're going to make them do their work. Okay, so let's go ahead and comb through some of this stuff right here. Okay, so I'm not going to go ahead and play music. But as you can see right here, this is Mara. This is Mara. He eating the fruit of his labor. You seen the fruit of his labor, even trying to sit there and put a fork to his mouth, and the food falling out of his mouth because he really don't know how to use a fork, because, you know, like I said, they are accustomed to eat with their hands. But as you can see, he's living large. He's living large. But the thing about it, just like the title says, the dark side of the village life, there is a dark side. Don't just look at the glory, okay? See, we look at the glory. That's why we got all these little blind, silly sheep that are coming on and trying to sit there and shut you down and telling you, you know, to stop, because most of them, they are his little silly sheeps that's fleecing the flock, that's going and doing his bidding, not knowing that, like I said, once you do all this for this man is going to close the door on you. Look how these people was working. I was watching some of the videos of the garden. I saw it from the beginning, how people was coming in the village and planting seeds, and, you know, trying to, you know, help him with his garden, you know, helping him, you know, with his landscape and all this other stuff. Now what you see is, you see Mara and Rosia, they are in, you know, the where the garden at, as if they didn't plant anything. Like I said, you know, most of the stuff that you see was way before Rosia came on the scene, but she is the one that is reaping the harvest. But we got these silly sheeps that's out there doing Mao's bidding, that's sitting there trying to attack you, but they ain't getting nothing but a penny. Imagine you working from sun up to sundown and only getting $1 a day, or not getting paid at all, or using your social media platform to scam people by telling them, if you work for me, you're going to get followers like I am. That is one of the biggest scams that you can ever think of. YouTube is not promised to you, not just because you see Mara got a large followers, which that's questionable. That's why you see that negative $44,000. So you're going to tell these people, in order for you to do this work for me, that I'm going to promise you that your YouTube channel is going to grow. And what if their YouTube channel don't grow? And we already know the outcome. Because we got people right now, they complaining, saying that, they was working for Mara because they thought that, they was going to make a decent income off of their YouTube channel, found out that they didn't, but yet they put all the work in from sun up to sundown. Now, if this does not make you upset, tell me what will, okay? Tell me what will. And it's time for our people to wake up, because when I hurt, we all should hurt. When we see our brothers and sisters hurting, we all should hurt. We shouldn't be taking our head and turning it or sticking it under the sand. Because like I said, this right here is it. No more fleecing the flock. No more sitting there trying to take over God's people. Because whatever you have done to the least, you have done it unto me. Now, Mara is sitting there living on top of the world, eating like a king, while his villagers is trying to sit there how to make a living. And once they build everything without any tools, like I said, with a fork, a spoon, and a knife, these people sitting there didn't have the right safety equipment. I mean, could have lost their life. Guys. I watched all this. And I'll put all this in my playlist because I am not exaggerating. This is not nothing that I made up. This information is already out there. And most likely, that's why Mara went ahead, and I'm going to say allegedly, and cleaned up his channel, because he don't want no trace to this. But it's too late. And I'm not worried how he go and bunny hop, because as you can see, he got a fetish for certain type of women, because most of the women that he was attracted to, it does not look like you and I, but that's his preference. But the thing about it, don't sit there and try to tear down your own people and treat other people from the outside like they queens or whatever they are, but treat your people like they crap. Because like I said, one thing about karma is real. And you don't play with God's people. Not this day. You don't do that. I promise you, because the same people that watch your tail go up that ladder is the same ones that's going to shake you clean off it. And that's real talk, okay? So let me go ahead and play some more. So again, guys, make sure you go ahead and hit like, comment, and share these videos. Share these videos. Please share these videos for more unapologetic content. And like I said, in here is no children. It's only grown folks, 18 and older. Okay, so if you can sit there and stand the heat, then you find a channel that's going to go ahead and accommodate you. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's finish playing some of the clips. And I have no music or anything. Okay. But as you can see, he eating really good. Look at that. Food dropping all out of his mouth. Eating real good. And look who's there to sit there and reap the harvest. And the minute when Rosia came into that village, they closed the door on everybody. It's like it was a setup. Getting your own people to sit there and help you build this huge mansion, just to sit there and close the door on these people. And this right here is not alleged. This is the truth. Because she was more afraid of those people. And we already know that Mara had said when he built this mansion was for the villagers. It's for his people to sit there and come and enjoy. That's what he said. But soon in a minute, When he went online or wherever he went and used his social influence, as they said, because like I said, the Most High God is going to have you to gurgitate it out. He found her on an online site called Tinder. She followed him. She got in touch with him. And it's not a latch. And the reason why, because look what you was building. Look what you was building. My God, wake up. Wake up. And like I say, this channel is not for everybody. I'm not going to sugarcoat. I'm not going to pacify you. I'm going to call it like it is. And like I said, they have gotten in the right hands because they know when I say something, you can take it to the bank. And we're going to make sure that we get all these people together, find out who is in charge of that village. And we're going to make sure that we do a wellness check to all these children that had came forth and nobody said a word. Nobody said a word, especially when it comes to young kids, young children working, young babies. That's considered as human trafficking. That is illegal. Having young kids working for a penny a day. Make it make sense. And like I said, a penny a day can be, like I said, I'm just exaggerating. But just imagine people that have families only getting $1 a day or a promise that your YouTube channel is going to grow, and find out none of that happened. Or just find out that once you complain, they throw you out and close the gates. Make it make sense, guys. So let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and play some more. Because like I said, Myra, he might sit there and try to misuse his own people, but it's going to be somebody around the corner like a Rochelle that's going to bring you to your bending knees. Going to sit there and take everything from you. And like I said, guys, if you don't like the way that I sit there and deliver my message, your ears are hurting, then you leave. Leave. So let's go ahead and play some more. Just look at that. Look at the mansion. Look at the mansion. Did you see the mansion? Did you see the mansion? And most of that came off of donations. And I do not believe, now I could be wrong, so I'm going to say a legend, that people was donating money just for him, just to support his lifestyle, just to have him to close the gates on you, and then wants to call you lazy, then wants to call you out, then wants to harbor, how you say that, like an overseer, when you do work, wants to sit there and watch every day while you working, like a slave master, and not even paying these people, but complaining. And then the thing about it is that Rochelle, she had the audacity to complain as well. And she didn't even, according to what I saw, now I might be wrong. I can take for corrections, correct me if I'm wrong. Came with nothing but the clothes on her back. But once she stepped foot on that compound, you can see how she was cringing when she saw all those people, his villagers, his friends, his families was in there. Well, all of a sudden, she started coming on her live and started complaining and talking about, she's the boss lady. She the boss lady. How you are a boss lady when you didn't have a pot to pee in and a window to throw out of? You didn't put not one nail in that compound, but yet you want a complaint. Like I said, guys, this is not the channel for everybody, because in here, I'm going to wake the hell out of you, because it's time for our people to wake up. How long? How long are you going to allow these cankerworms, these palmer worms, these locusts to eat the children's bread? How long? And soon in a minute, our own people get 1 inch ahead, we lose our daggone mind. We lose our daggone mind. And just like Starbucks said, why she didn't contribute to anything, they don't. They never do. Because they mesmerized with this, how you say they did this European coonery. How can I is a word that they call these Negropeans. That's what you call them, Negropeans. These Negropeans are mesmerized by these people. Make it make sense. And the only reason why they can do that, because they don't know who they are. Like I said, and I'm going to continue saying, we are the lifeline to everything that exists. Without us, nothing will exist. You don't know who you are. You got these people sitting there, got you so brainwashed, got you with low self-esteem, where you don't know that you are God. You don't know that you are God and goddesses. You don't know that you are Alpha and Omega. You don't know who you are. Every time when they get ahead, they got to get ahead off of your back. I promise you. That's why, like I said there and say, they will get these offspring, start getting pregnant and all this other stuff to take you to the cleaners. But they don't like you. They don't like your family. And we already know she already came out. This not allegedly. He was talking to, they had some type of talking. They was talking. And she was saying that, she's attractive to blind hair, blue eyed men, white men. She said it. But yet she's sitting right there with a black man. Because they love the black man, especially when the black man has something to offer them. And guys, you cannot get mad. Just say, ouch, ouch. And you wondering why they can close the doors on your family. Your mom had a broken arm. And like I said, all this right here is alleged, because I don't know, when the cameras are off. But according to the younger brother, David Jr., he said that he had to go and check on his mom, make sure that she had food. Well, if Myra got a wife there, why she couldn't make sure that she accommodate her mother-in-law? Because I'm pretty sure if he had a strong black woman that was there, she would have catered to her mother-in-law. And Myra would have made sure she did it. But all of a sudden, this fragile porcelain doll, if she do anything, if she even sat there and start cooking, you guys, we don't want to go with the cooking. I'm going to show you some videos of how she can cook, while she cook. I mean, can't cook, can't clean up, didn't bring nothing to the table. But yet, she's complaining. And I promise you, a strong African queen that's in that village, they would have never let her get away with half of the stuff that he's letting this woman do, because like I said, they are Negropeans. They are Negropeans, worshiping the same ones that cause your people to be oppressed, depressed, and suppress. And this is not being racist, guys. I'm calling it like it is. Now I see if she had something to offer. I see if she was in the village, if I pray to God that the Most High God would allow me to go to the motherland. That was my dream, to go to the mother's land. But when I go to the motherland, I'm not going to sit there and take. When the Most High God allow me to go to the motherland, I'm going to bring resources there, which they already rich. But I'm going to bring my knowledge. I'm going to bring something to the table. I'm not going to go and sit there and suck from these people, suck the life out of them. And like I said, if you cannot stand the way that I deliver my message, then you need to leave. You need to leave, because I'm not going to sugarcoat to accommodate you. It's time for you to wake up. It's time for my people to rise. It's time for my people to come out what I call the state of Lodabar. You can't get no lower than this. How can you sit there and use your own people? Let me show you, guys. Let me show you. Let me show you. Just look at this. I cried. I cried. These children are picking up poop, cow manure in the 21st century, 2024. You can go watch this for yourself. Now, when it came to Diane, her name is Diane Kimmy. Now, I might be pronouncing the name wrong, but I'm going to leave the playlist. Now, her channel did a little bit, her channel grew a little bit because he most likely, he promised her, to get the channel going, but it wasn't through Mara, because if it was Mara, I don't think a channel would have grew. It was because of Mara's mom and her sister. If I'm not mistaken, I think D Mango, which I really like her, she the one purchased a camera for Diane so she can go ahead and start vlogging. And she do pretty decent. But at the time, as you can see, this is how the village life people live today, unless they got a YouTube channel. If they ain't got a YouTube channel, they living in mud homes. And how they do it, they use cow manure. Let me show you cow manure. Not no person in that village today, not one person that's in that village today should have a mud home that's made out of cow manure when we got Mauer living in a mansion with his European wife. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. And like I said, ain't nobody mad but the devil. Nobody mad but the devil. So let's go ahead and let me read some of the comments, and then we're gonna go back. Carver, I might be pronouncing your name wrong. Charge it to the heart. She said you need to go back to his video when he was laying the foundation. You will see so many villager children doing hard labor in the compound. Like I said, guys, email me the videos because I'm gonna have a nice package, because we want to know who are the officials. We want to know who are the officials that allow this to go on. Nowhere in the world children should be sitting there working if they babies. That's called human trafficking. There's no way that should happen. Absolutely. If you can't stand the heat, get out the kitchen. She said, we cooking. Absolutely. Go ahead, Miss Brown. Go ahead. And like I said, this is nothing to laugh about. This is time for our people to stop allowing these invaders, the same ones that colonize you. If they colonized you back then, what you think they offspring's going to do? What you think they offspring's going to do? And not only that, you are stepping over your own people to sit there and get to these kinker worms, these palmer worms. and these locusts. As you can see right here, guys, you see. Hey, Bible Journal. Bible Journal says she think everyone is beneath her. Absolutely. That's why she set up in like a queen, thank you, sister. Finally, someone is telling the raw truth. Thank you very much. Like I said, I give God the glory. I give God the glory. My ministry is to shine light on darkness. Let me say it again. My ministry is to shine light on darkness, and not just to talk, because cheek and tongue will say anything, but to put it in action. To put it in action. And that's exactly what's going to happen, okay? Okay, Cavern says that I will send the link for you. Goat Martetta has been surrounding the alarm for more than a year now on children labor in the village. My God. So yes, I'm supposed to go ahead and look at his videos. I've been looking at a lot of them on JT podcast. That's what I was looking at this morning. So I'm gonna have to go and check out Goat Martetta. I'm gonna have to go and do that one right there. Uh, yes, hold on. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and type it in, okay? Hold on, guys. Let me type this in right quick. This, like I said, enough is enough, guys. No way in the world you're gonna continue sitting there and try to take advantage of God's people. You living in a daggone mansion, calling yourself king on top of the world, and your people sitting there taking cow manure and making mud houses out of it in the 24th century. You got to be crazy, devil. Devil, you is a liar, and the truth is not in you. You is a liar, and the truth is not in you. Got these kids picking up cow manure. Wait till you see it. Cow manure. And you guys thought I was just saying this. No, I'm not saying this. When I say something, I'm coming with facts. And when I saw this, honey, I was sick. I was sick. And then Diane's, because that's what they know, saying it's organic. So they don't mind picking up the cow manure because it's organic. But organic might tell you ain't gonna build no house with no cow manure. Okay, make sure that's right. You sure not gonna build no daggone house with no cow manure. So let's go ahead and play some more, okay? And also, let me go ahead and read the copyright disclaimer again. So, like I said, try to go ahead and hit this channel, okay? Because, like I say, I'm not new to this. I'm not new to this game. So let me go ahead and read it again. Copyright disclaimer is under Section 107, the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. So, guys, what are we doing? We are researching. We are researching and we are reporting. So, guys, make sure you go ahead and hit like, comment, and share these videos for more unapologetic content. And I am very passionate about this. So if I'm yelling, guys, just go ahead and low down your volume, okay? Because I'm very compassionate to this right here. This right here, when I saw it, I was sick to my stomach. Convern says, have you seen the videos with him trying to sell? No, send it to me. Send it to me. Send it to me. And for now, until I see it, all this right here is alleged. Okay. So make sure you send it to me. And when you send it to me, I'm coming out with facts. Okay. So send it to me and then I will report on it. Okay. So let's go in and watch some more. So guys, the ones that's just coming in, Make sure you go ahead and hit like, comment, and share these videos for more unapologetic content. I see that I have 28 people in here and only 16 likes. Go ahead and hit that like button so we can keep it in the algorithm, and also we can share these videos and get the word out, because like I said, nobody mad but the devil. So go ahead and hit that like button. Come on, guys, hit the like button and share these videos for more unapologetic content. This right here, this is not a reality show. Like I say, when it comes to the reality shows, we can take the foolish things and confirm the wise. This right here is real. This is not a joke. And I hate when people sit there and say, oh, Africa is poor. No, Africa is not poor. Africa is one of the richest continent. Don't you know, just in the United States alone, if you put the United States map into Africa, it will look like a small dot. Don't let that map fool you. Don't let that map fool you. And not only that, most of all the resources that we have today, it came from out of Africa. Like I said, they took everything that was not nailed down, including us. We built everything. So don't let these people sit there and try to make you feel like you left in. Like I said, they wrote off of your backs, and that's real talk. So it's time for us to wake the hell up out of our people. So as you can see, these young kids right now is sitting there bending down, because what they are doing, they are picking up cow manure. And if you don't know what cow manure is the poop comes out of a live cow. Okay, make it make sense. I live around cows. I have a big field where, you know, it's not my cows, but you know, I see cows and horses and stuff like that. I might take a picture and let you see it. But one thing I am not going to do, I'm not going out there. I don't care how organic or whatever it is. I am not going and scoop no poop with my hands. Okay. And you say, oh, let's not sit there and try to, because that's what they love to see, because they want to keep you colonized. You know, well, these people tradition, these people way of life. So, you know, learn to respect it. We ain't respecting this. Not when we saw Mao sitting there eating the fruit of the labor, sitting there living on top of the world. You don't see him and Rochelle going out there and picking up daggone poop and sitting there smearing it on their mansion. So like I said, if Mara won't do it, and why would his villagers sit there and do it? Make it make sense. So let's go ahead and listen to some more. Look at that. I went ahead and edited the video, but that is poop. Let me see if I can make it a little bigger. That is poop. Look, smearing it on the wall. That's how they build their house, you know, their mud houses. And then they say the reason why they use the cow manure, because the cow manure is smooth and it makes it smooth. But you don't see no cow manure on Mara's, and Mara came from a humble beginning. So this right here is Mara's mansion. That's his mansion. How he had, I'm showing you, you know, how he started, you know, building his mansion. And I need to show you some of the clips of his workers. Now you seen his own villagers. Just look at his own villagers. Working with some of them with just sandals out there in all that debris, working with sandals, no boots. Some of them have no boots, no gloves, no hard hats. And they built this mansion from the ground up with no equipment. Just like I said, with a spoon, a fork, and a knife. No electricity, no nothing but a generator. And a hard taskmaster that stood over them the entire time, not knowing that according to what JT had put out, that most of that money was donation money. And was that donation money? Let me know, guys. Email me. Let me know. Was that donation money was just for Mara to eat the fat of the lamb, him and his European wife? Well, his not even his wife, because they're not even married. So we're going to stop saying wife. Come on, make it make sense. But just look at this. Look how these people working. I cried. I caught a headache. Working so hard. working so hard for $1 a day or a promise that their YouTube channel is going to grow. Make it make sense. But you just look at him. Look at him. Just look at him. Look how he's eating. And if this is not making you mad, I don't know what's making you mad. I cringe when I saw this right here. I cringe when I saw this right here. Just look, food falling all out his mouth. Look at that. Look at this right here, guys. And you guys want to come and try to call me out, attack me, and this guy got you guys living like the scum underneath his shoes? Wake up. You're not going to sit there and sit at the table with them. Look at that. Look at that. Now look who's enjoying the fruit of the labor. You guys sat there and you planted it. You guys sat there and you out there and took care of everything. And once they start seeing progress, they kick your butts out. And what did he do? He go online on a dating site with all these beautiful queens that's in his village. He go outside of his village because he's fascinated with these Europeans because he's a Negropeen. He's a Negropeen. And got you guys bowing and worshiping something that you don't even know nothing about, don't even know her background, don't know where she came from. Probably said there, my God. My God, I'm not going to say it until I find facts. But came in and coming in with demands because they got that takeover spirit. They got that takeover spirit. That's why some of them, you can't let them in. You got to close the doors on them because they got that takeover spirit. They think they privileged. And when they come in, all they going to do is make your life a living hell. I promise you. How the heck you can sit there and do all that complaining? Ain't got a window to throw it out. How am I say? My grandmother used to say a pot to pee in. And she didn't say pee. I'm saying pee. I'm being nice. And a window to throw it out of. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. And you guys wondering why these reactors are making videos after videos after videos because they see the detestable stuff that is going on. And before you know it, the entire world gonna see it. Because whatever you do in the dark, it's going to come back into the light. You never win. Never win playing dirty. Never win playing dirty. What goes around, come around. And what they cannot do is going to be someone that's going to come around and they're going to bring you to your bending knees. And don't come back in complaint because pride comes before the fall. You don't take advantage of God's people. You had these people to set and build this house with no tools, no equipment, nothing, but with their bare hands, and complain it when they even sat there and couldn't even sit down like they was modern day slaveries. And the thing about it is that it was our own people that did that. Mara, if you go and watch his videos, came from a very humble beginning. He was living in one of those mud houses as well. So if he was living in one of those mud houses, why would he want to see his own people live the same way that God brought him out? Wouldn't you want to see better for your people? Wouldn't you want to help your people? And you cannot sit there and say, I helped my people. No, those were donations. And I'm going to say allegedly. I'm pretty sure that it can be traced. These people donating because they want to see that village prosper. But all the while, the only ones that wants to prosper was just him and the ones that he wanted to prosper with. People that does not have no attachment, people that didn't put no blood, no sweat into those grounds, but they eating the children's bread. How long, Lord? How long would you allow the cankerworms, the palmer worms, and the locusts to eat the children's bread? How long, oh God? Enough is enough, guys. Enough is enough. And it's time for us to sit there and stop talking. It's time for action. It's time for us to sit there and get authorities, get officials, whoever is over those villages, and they turning a blind eye, then you go over their heads. And if they are not doing anything, then you go over their heads, because now we are living in a world where everything is on social media. The entire world is watching. This is Judgment Day right here for you. This is Judgment Day, Mara. Your time is almost up. Your time is almost up unless you sit there and you repent and turn from your wicked ways. And I'm pretty sure that your mom told you that. You can't keep sitting there squeezing the life out of your own people and taking it and giving it to the same people that oppress and suppress and depress and colonize your people. And like I said, guys, when it comes to this channel right here, this channel is not for everybody. So don't come and sit there and say, oh, she just doing it for clicks and likes. If I was doing it with clicks and likes, I would be riding on the bandwagon with everybody else. But when they go one way, I go the other way. I don't go after the 99. I go after the one, because I'm not going to sell my soul. I'm not going to sell my soul. But I'd be darned if I sit there and say, I want to get paid for this. Yes, I want to get paid. But I promise you, I'm going to stand on my truth. So whether you like me or not, this is me. I can't change. I cannot change. This is me. This is my ministry. And to see my own people finally came up. I did drop my email. It's in there. To see my own people. Let me go ahead and I'm going to text it to you. To see my own people taking out their own people mouth. People that they know been through the struggles with them, been through the fire with them, cried with them. They broke bread together. But yet you sitting there, you sucking the life out of them just to put life in somebody else that look at you like a freaking clown, that Ivan had said. And at first I was upset with Ivan. Because I didn't really know the story. Because see, I watched the video, just like, for entertainment. I don't watch the video to get all into these people's personal business. But when I started watching how this man sat there and had his own people to help him to build that compound, and how I saw the videos, he said, I'm building this for my people, so they can have a safe place to come in and network and do YouTube, and that's why, he say he got all this Wi-Fi and all this outlets and everything that he need, so when, his people come into the, his compound, his mansion, that they can vlog, they can be able to do their videos. That's what he said. That's on video. I could show you the clips. Just for he to let this Snow Bunny in and tell him to shut the doors on his own people. Make it make sense, guys. Make it make sense. And do you think that God didn't see this? Didn't you? You don't think that this had reached the highest heavens? Don't you think that this has reached the highest heavens where the Most High God has heard his children cry? How you misused them? Imagine getting paid $1 a day. And I'm going to say allegedly, but just imagine getting paid $1 a day. Send me the videos and I won't say allegedly. I'm going to show them facts. Because this has hit home now. This hit home. $1 a day. Build this extravagant mansion. $1 a day. And if it was an hour, they only was given 15 cents. 15 cents or even less than 15 cents. I would give it 12 cents. An hour, 12 cents an hour. Who can survive off of 12 cents an hour? And he already said, and this is not a legend, he does not pay them until they finish the work that day. He paid them by the day. So if he paid them by the day, from sun up to sundown, and they get $1, they bring it to their family. What could you get with a freaking dollar? I've been watching these people go into the city, whatever they call it, and buying food and stuff like that, whatever they need. That stuff is more than $1. More than $1. This right here is what I call barely making. This is not barely making. And you wondering why these people knocking on your door. They knocking on your door because they putting in the work. But they not getting the money. And even if they pay the villagers $1 a day, you say you rich. You say you a millionaire, which that's a lie. If you're a millionaire, most likely, I'm going to say allegedly, it's because of those donations that you had supposed to spread abroad with the rest of the villagers. So if you're rich because of those donations, because we already know, according to YouTube, the Social Blade, they post all that stuff. Now, it may not be accurate, but it, you could take, something out of it of how much these people make. And these people are not millionaires. Nowhere I saw on his status on Social Blade, on the data, where it says that Myra was a millionaire. So if Myra a millionaire, where did that money come from? Where did that money come from? And I'm about to close with this. The question is, if Myra is a millionaire, where did that money come from? And did these people from all over the world send him donations just for him to build a mansion while the villagers are taking cow manure and building mud houses? Make it make sense. Make it make sense. So I'm done. I promise you, when I was going through the videos, I cried. I promise you. And I'm not exaggerating. I cried. I was sick. I was sick. I was sick. I cried because I cannot see people that came from a humble beginning would treat his own people like that, but treat outsiders, people that he does not know from a can of paint. Met this woman that you see off of a dating site called Tinder, and that is not allegedly. So do you think that this woman watches him just like everybody else that follows him was watching and saw the progress of him building this extravagant mansion? Make it make sense. And I thought, when I first made my video about this, I thought that these reactors was jealous. No, they were not jealous. I apologize. I apologize because I thought that these reactors was jealous. I thought Ivan on his channel is called I Ventured. I thought that you was jealous. I thought everybody was jealous of Marwa. I apologize because they were not jealous. They was crying out, trying to say, guys, do you see what I see? And I didn't see it because I didn't go into the back of things. I only was looking at the surface, not knowing that this man sat there and he rolled off of his people, took the bread out of his people's mouth and feeding people that never even set foot on that ground and put anything in. That is not right, guys. That is not right. Nowhere in the world, this is not of God. Nowhere in the world, this is the act of God, but the act of a devil. This is the act of a devil. And I'm going to leave it with that. And that's real talk. I'm going to leave it with that. Let me go ahead and read some of the comments. Jamaica donation, money funded, Mawa exploitation of young, I can't pronounce that name. I think that's what they call white people, mazogas. Y'all gonna break that down for me. I'm gonna go ahead and Google it, but it's MZUGUS. That's what they call white people. We don't call them mazogas, whatever y'all call it. We call them exactly what they are. What they are, and I'm gonna be nice, so I'm not even gonna say nothing. So Jamaica donation, the one did that. Okay, he funded a lot of stuff. Why you did it? Why did you do it when it had a lot of stuff that was going on behind the scenes, Jamaica? Now it makes you questionable as well. You are absolutely right. Satan is very busy. Satan is very busy, but God is busier. So it's time for us to rise and shine light to darkness. Okay. Elaine says that thanks goodness he's missing an eye image. Yeah, he missing an eye, but he shows seeing out of that one eye. But God is gonna plug that out if he don't stop what he's doing. Okay. Vico Real says, funny enough, I had remained in the middle to see things clearly. My God, God. But God hear you now. This has reached the highest heaven. And I'm pretty sure that we're going to sit there and we're going to scream even louder because now it has reached the highest heaven. This right here is in the United States. Okay. So don't even expect a visa to come to the United States. Okay. Now we see why you was denied. But we're going to find out why are these people donating to Myra to sit there and build a mansion. Is they sending the money to him to build a mansion and to fund his lifestyle, or it was for the entire villagers to come up? I think it was for the entire villagers to come up. That's what I think. Cavern says Joe Alex was a security guard, houseboy, cleaner, etc., feeding the animals. One of his cows injured Alex, and he never took Alex to the hospital. My God, my God. Send it to us. Send all this to me, guys, and we're gonna make sure that we get it to the right people. Okay, like I said, this right here has met the this right here had reached the highest heavens. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and close it out, guys. Sorry, I can't read all of your comments because I'm sick. I'm actually sick. But I'm so glad that God is using his people to shine light on darkness. Thank God for social media. So social media is just not to do evil. You can do good with social media, because one thing when it comes to social media, like I said, this is the age of information. This is the year of exposure where every rock is going to be unturned. So whatever you do in the dark is going to come to the light. is going to come to the light. Yes, U.S. glad it reached here. It has reached the highest heavens because nowhere in the world that you're going to take food out of the children's mouth and feed it to those worms and these palmer worms and these locusts. And that's real talk. So you all be blessed, guys, and enjoy the rest of your day.